All right, it's time to talk about this week's Kelly question.
Yeah, each week Kelly will ask you a question inspired by pop culture Pittsburgh or the news of the week. And we want you to jump in and share your stories with us on social media.
And that's exactly what you all did this week. Thank you so much. We revealed this week's question yesterday on the show. What do you do when your friends' kids drive you crazy? The responses were overwhelming. We picked a few to read right here with you right now. We're going to start off with my girl Joan over on Facebook. She said, if they were playing with my kids, I'd yell at mine in front of their kids to get my point across, even if my kids were not the ones causing the problem. Passive aggressive, maybe, but my girls knew and understood what I was doing, so get the kids involved. That's such a good idea.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do a little bit of that to send a
little passive aggressiveness.
Right.
It's fine.
Right.
Gets you far.
This one was pretty straightforward. Rainey Pollock said nothing.
Nothing.
But I do understand because it's a very sensitive area.
Yeah, got it. Sandra Lee Gilmore, she says, well, if I'm at her home and they drive me crazy, that's my fault for going there. Sure. Now, if those children are in my home, they will be respectful to me, my belongings, and anyone in my home. So she's really laying the rules down there.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that there's a fine line between your friends' kids, and it all depends on your relationship with said friend. If it is, I would say, close enough that you feel like they could be godparents, second parents, and you don't mind them parenting, then you can step in. Otherwise, leave early.
I had this conversation too with my neighbors where I've said, listen, if they're misbehaving, feel free, yell at them, send them home, let me know. And I've also in turn asked them, do you mind if I yell at your kid?
Yeah, right.
Like we have, all the kids are always over, so if they're jumping on the couch, I'm not gonna be like, I'm sorry, please stop. So I just say, do you care if I yell at your kid?
I'm telling you, back in the day, our neighbors, they could smack you on the head.
There you go. It takes a village. It really does. Want to wrap up with Robin Russo over on Facebook. I'm sorry for her on this. Been there, done that. My best friend had 2 kids who were spoiled rotten. They drove me nuts. She did nothing to correct them. I bit my tongue many times. I absolutely dreaded when she brought them to my house to play with my 2, but I valued our friendship and I never said a word to her. See, this is an empathy thing, 100%, because I know I'm a realist when it comes to motherhood. I know my kids are not perfect. I know that they are also kids at their core, and they're going to make mistakes. And no matter how good they are at home, they can leave and be feral, as they are every day. But I also think that there's something about respecting that relationship.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is really tough.
I don't know. If you can yell at my kids if I can yell at yours. How about that?
That's how I play it.
There you go.
Honestly, that's how I play it. Because you need somebody to step in when you know that your kid isn't doing the right thing. I never want to be the family where someone is saying, oh, we don't want their kids over.
Right.
So help me correct them. If I'm not there, be my eyes and ears. I need somebody else to step in and
I'm so glad I have you ladies, because I'm learning so much. I'm not here yet, but I will be soon, and I'll be ready.
Well, Logan's a sweet little baby.
All right, we'll be right back.